A Heart of a Family, episode 201. Comment, like, share, subscribe.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Um, Google real quick.
Yeah, I did.
Bam.
Well, what are you doing?
Okay, press OK because I can't with these socks on.
Let's go ahead and get started with the a little throwback video.
Okay, Chance.
Tell everybody about your new shoes, Chance.
Everybody,
Yeah,
do you
he
know
said.
school starts next week and not the night and the next week after?
I thought you said it started on your birthday.
No, it started on the 13th.
I didn't see that. And it
His
said,
birthday is at Friday.
so that'll be only 2 more days until my birthday.
This is episode. You can see the screen.
Yeah.
This is episode.
Look at Tesla.
Why
Tesla ain't
do
doing nothing
89.
but playing around. But look, Chris marked out.
Yeah.
This AMD.
Dang, if it goes back up, probably come back up in here, play around and see what happens. But I'm expecting a bounce here or a bounce above here. If it comes up here.
Oh, hey. Where is that now? Is that the one that you said Sybil should have invested in?
Uh-huh.
Or vice versa. But anyway.
AMD is that AMD?
AMD played out like I wanted to. Look at Tesla. Tesla ain't doing nothing but playing around. But look, when I do this, I don't know when.
Yeah.
I don't know when, but there's another one. Hit this zone right here.
Let's see.
Brought up a whole bunch.
I don't know.
Oh crap! INDI. Let's see. BU. Well,
Well,
How do you feel about your investment?
But yeah, we're gonna look at the stocks now. AMD at 174. We had it marked out all the way from here. As you can see, the drawings are still on there. Well, you
and
buy,
Sybil had AMD.
you buy and hold. Well, I don't know if she bought it or not.
I thought she was doing Bitcoin.
I can't remember.
But then, so that was that. I was big on AMD and NVIDIA.
Yeah, because
Nigga,
NVIDIA.
yours was Bitcoin and mine was what, ARKQ or
NVIDIA at 180 almost. We watched it. Yeah, we watched it get down here.
Yeah.
That was the bottom. Marked out another bottom. Where's Tesla? $308. Another good buy. Look at the overall picture here. We came back into the 50%.
it dropped. Dang.
Took off.
Did
You
a
could have
dip
took your
and it took
profits
back.
right here. Or if you want to ride and hold and see if you get back up to the 1-to-1, you can. What is this? Apple. Oh, look at Apple. Mark this out too.
Look at your
Dang.
marking right there. Yep. That's almost like on it.
See if this one plays out. Waiting for 150. Did I have AR?
Do ARKQ.
Oh, ARKQ.
Yeah, that's the one I had.
But look, we marked this out too. So this was
Yep,
the top, this was the bottom.
bottom. And then it reached the top
Yeah.
right there.
Let's
Yuck
see
is
if we
right
can.
where it was. Like at the last top, like right here. Yeah,
Mhm.
way back there.
Yeah. So let's see if we can break this top with a strong body closure. If not, we might be going back down to retest this low. But anywho, I see us on financial advice on playing around a little bit more, then coming away from the top, bouncing in right here, then retesting it again, maybe breaking it. What was the other one? Did somebody say mind? Who had mind?
I don't know who had that.
Kia
I think
did.
Tia, or either she asked about it. I can't remember if she had it.
I don't think I was too highly of this one because I ain't marked nothing up. Nothing.
I don't know if she bought it or asked about it.
I can't remember what hers was either.
I mean, she bought it in April, it'd be a good buy, but it went from $4 to 10 from
Mm.
April till now.
Yeah,
So she bought in
that's
April, yeah.
a cool little
But I'm
jump.
trying to think. Remember, I think she had said she had mentioned a couple of uh stock like that where she signed up for something and was able to get something for free. Was it that one?
Mine was Avalanche.
I can't remember
Well,
what it
that's
was.
crypto. But let's look at Bitcoin. I ain't marked this one up in a while either.
There go the googly eyes.
What happened at the Google eyes? I don't know why I marked that up though. But anywho, y'all get the picture. Said Bitcoin come back to the mid 93, 95,
Because what is it at now? What is Bitcoin at?
I think one
113.
Mm.
just to think though, y'all, like a year ago, Bitcoin was at like 56.
Dollars.
No, 1,000.
Yeah, give me between 97 and 92. Let me get a bounce in that range, see if we can go higher. But that's why I tell y'all pay attention to your highs and lows.
So you know what's gonna happen. Well, you
But now look
predict.
at look at this. Let me see if I can get this smaller. I can't. But okay, so look, you got this high right here. Hold on. That high right there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
This low,
Oh.
okay? Now, when I draw this square, pay attention. See that, right?
Mm-hmm.
See, if this breaks this high, this will be another zone. So these little squares, this is from a smaller time frame, a different time frame. This big square is a bigger time frame.
Mm.
This was the high that was put in, this was the low. And it took us all the way from April 6th to May 23rd to break the high, the previous high. So the little time frame is leading into the bigger time frame price action. That's enough little sauce for y'all.
Ouch.
But yeah, buy and hold people for non-financial advice. This is entertainment purposes only.
Mm. Yep.
Buy, hold.
I wonder how the stocks are gonna be impacted going for the
With the
rest of this
tariffs.
and next week with the tariffs, and on top of the Texas stuff where they didn't issue the warrants.
Wait, people. Hold on. We forgot another one.
What?
We forgot another one.
Was it XRP?
Amazon.
Oh, Amazon.
Oh,
Look at this. Googly eyes, 200. And where do we get this from?
hold on, let me see.
See that? Let me take that back. Look at that. No zone, zone.
Mm,
Came and hit the 50%. I was calling 200. And where we at right now? 213.
wow.
And then look, hold on. Y'all ain't paying attention. We got this zone right here. What did price do? Would have won that trade too if you entered for a sell or a short.
Hmm.
But what we coming back to the previous zone that get this off. We're going back to the previous zone. Somewhere down here. Could see a little bounce right here, right where the googly eyes are at, 206. Work our way back up, if not, coming below.
And that was Amazon.
Yeah.
Mm.
All right, let's get into some videos, y'all.
They need to teach that in school for these kids, but that would be too much.
No, it won't.
But back in the day,
No, I'm saying for like the rich people, they don't want
like
people to
no,
know
but
about
even
these things.
remember in high school. Well, I know when I was in high school, they had accounting, uh, bookkeeping, and all of that as electives that you can select. I don't even think they teach nothing like that no more, do they? In
I
high
don't
school, like
know.
in typing, shorthand, it was
We
all of
did
that.
we did typing, but we didn't do I had
I'm sure if I
economics,
don't know
but
why they never threw like stocks, or well, it's probably too complicated, or they probably weren't even
Mm-mm.
thinking
Mm-mm.
to teach kids that
I don't
back
Mm-mm.
think it's
then.
too complicated. I think it'll just set other people apart from going into the workforce.
Called gatekeeping.
Right. Keep all
Well,
that information so we can stay rich and the public schools and they can, not know anything about this. I took economics. I had no idea that our money was considered called fiat money. Like they didn't teach us that type of stuff.
do
They
they?
taught
They
us
don't
the
even
basics.
have a degree that's in stocks, do they?
I'm pretty sure they do. They have,
Financial advisor.
yeah, they
I mean,
have
I'm
degrees.
saying specifically like maybe stockology. They don't have nothing like. I mean, yeah, I'm sure some economic classes you learn some of the basic terms for stocks, but
Yeah, it's
they
just the
don't. You know
term.
how like some of these small community colleges you can go for like a more direct degree instead of the broad where you got to take all these other classes that don't have nothing to do with your degree.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah, it's gatekeeping, definitely. I think if YouTube wasn't around as much as it is, it's a lot of things a lot of people wouldn't know about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Not
Cause
unless you was on the inside.
right
Mm-mm.
now, I see how rich people stay rich. And now every time I look at somebody that's like famous and they walk around with all this jewelry on, like have you invested in any type of stocks? Like crazy. I saw one, I can't remember that football player's name, but when he first started, he put his whole first check into Bitcoin.
Jeremy Tonzo.
Okay. I read the article. I'm like, I don't know who he is,
I
but
think
I'm like,
I think I saw
And
that
people thought he was
recently.
fucking stupid.
thought he was
Yeah.
crazy.
I
Thought he
think
was
I saw that.
absolutely crazy.
Odell did it too.
uh,
No,
But you know
that's who
what?
I
Wait,
saw. It was
which was
Odell.
the
Odell was the article I read on because he was
which
like,
one?
huh?
No, I was go ahead finish.
Well, I read an article on Odell basically where he was saying, he put the whole contract that he had, he put it into Bitcoin, and they asked him how was his investment going. He was like, as of today, I am very happy with my investment
Yeah,
because
and I
everybody
just
thought
read
he was
that
crazy.
recently too. Yeah,
But no, it's because
I
A
just
lot
read
of
that.
people wait until the price goes down and compare it to when he bought and be like, "Oh, see, I told you it was a bad investment." Mm-mm.
no,
Yeah.
now you invested millions when it was only a few thousand. For
Mm-hmm.
one now it's
But
130.
that's just like what's that? What was the NFL play? I don't think he played no more. Was it Chad Ochocinco? To where when he was saying when all his teammates and stuff was buying houses, he was living in the
Yeah,
stadium
yeah,
in the locker room and investing money and stuff.
because they don't realize you get hurt next year and that contract will be over.
Mm-hmm.
And you have
Mm-hmm.
no money, but you party and spend money on females and going on trips and stuff, but you would invest anything. That's crazy
And
to
that's
me.
the prime reason why I think Shador is getting all of this hate because Dion gave him the pathway
Right.
and the knowledge to do what he's doing now.
You can't hate on him, no. That's what a real dad's supposed to
Mm.
do. Like I done been through it. I'm gonna school you and teach
Yeah,
you.
and that's the best teacher.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of people that go into the league, they don't even have father figures. They just have a mama. They
Mm-hmm.
buy their mama a house, buy them a house. Like, no, you need to invest it so you don't even have your mama won't have to ever work again. The future is right around the corner. Your kids won't have to work again.
Yeah.
Invest in something that is always gonna be around.
Yeah.
But yeah, it shocks me that so many people they get rich and then they just go broke. Like you didn't invest
Mm-hmm.
your money into nobody
But
told
then too, they got a lot to do with all these yes men and all that. They don't have nobody, even though it's their decision, but they just blowing money left and right.
yeah.
The
Yeah.
houses, the cars,
And
splurging for the whole entourage, and
so I was watching BMF, like the actual little more where they was interviewing people and stuff. And then I was just thinking, I was like, he had all that money. And
hmm,
I don't think he invested in anything. Cause like now you out and you struggling. Your
yeah,
family wasn't straight. I mean, they may have been okay, but after a while, when you in there for decades, that kind of your kids out here struggling, or they mama actually got to work like a normal class citizen, and you was blowing all that money on
yeah.
BS and didn't invest not $1.
Mm-hmm. He had a lot of money too.
That's crazy to me.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
But you can't blame nobody but themselves. Should have got educated or tried. I mean, I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Crazy.
It's sad though.
Mm. Okay, there you got a video. You drink your water today.
Water.
I'm working on it.
When I went over to your grandma, she was like, "Dang, that's a big old water jug."
It's a gallon. Oh, yours?
Yeah. I can't find my jug that got the motivation markings on it. I think I must have gave it away.
Girl, I done lost a whole bag of silicone molds. I just realized I'm trying to find all them molds. Like, where the molds at? Piss me off. I'm like, where did they go?
Yeah, I've been eating nothing but ground beef and eggs.
Onyx.
On that.
Ground beef, eggs, and fruit.
Don't take them shoes off.
What's that, Buddy Zell?
These are.
No.
They're
I said I've been
dry.
eating nothing but ground beef, eggs, and fruit.
They're dry.
Ground beef, eggs, and fruit.
All right, let's get into this video. Gas station argument turns into pure chaos. Let's go. Let's look at some minors fight.
Bay, Florida, where a massive group fight breaks out, and it only gets worse from here. What's up? What's up? She attacked me! Stop! What the f? What the f? Get the f off me! Get the f off! No, get up! Get back!
Like, what? People are dumb. You come up and hit the officer?
No, get up! Get back! Yeah! That's right! Stop! Get the f off of me! Get the f off of me! Get the f off
Listen,
of me!
keep quiet. I'm gonna take
No!
Stop.
Them guys followed us!
Calm down. I'm gonna figure it out.
No. Did we watch that video that I wanted to watch with Mika?
What was it called?
The one with the teacher?
No, what happened?
Did we finish that one?
The teacher.
Yeah, where she got a slap.
Oh no, I don't think we watched it because you said you was gonna wait for Mika.
So y'all,
I gotta hear what Mika gotta say.
well, y'all know I did threaten to slap one of his older teachers, but I would feel bad, but she tried me. I had to tell him, y'all gotta keep away from him because I'm not trying to go to jail. His teacher's gonna start laughing. I said, no, I'm very serious. I really will hit that lady because she was just telling me how she's excessive with how she messes with them kids. Like, girl, like, ma'am, I can't fight you, but I will put hands on you. Because she's older, so I don't want to hit her. But like, no, you're not about to be doing that and telling my kid to come tell me as if you can't get hit.
What was that?
You get one of them ignorant parents that really go up when they're acting crazy. I be trying, trying to go to jail. Catch her at her car, give her a quick slap, hop in my car and drive off. Pray to God ain't nobody see, ain't no cameras.
Yeah, it'll be. I wonder how this school you're gonna be with these teachers.
He got the teacher he wants, so that's good. Miss Taylor. I'm ready to go meet them. I gotta call to the school because they haven't sent out anything this next week.
When they start, the 13th?
Yeah, on Wednesday. So I need to know if they haven't meet the teacher night.
Yeah, right around the corner.
Right, that's like next week. I made the invitation like right before this call because I was like, oh my God, his birthday. I'm thinking his birthday is not next weekend, but the weekend after that.
The week after.
Yes, I'm like, I have no time. But I'll send it out. I bought it and I edited it on Canva.
Oh. So you're gonna have to put it in your queue. The video.
Found it.
It was another woman that somebody got stabbed at the bus station here.
Sex trafficking of a child, they were dropped in this plea deal. 26-year-old teacher Rikki Lynn Laughlin pleaded guilty on July 24th to a single felony count of first-degree endangering the welfare of a child, specifically for creating a substantial risk to the teen's well-being. Now, the charge carried no sexual conduct designation, allowing her to walk away with, get this, 5 years of probation instead of any jail time. Now, this might be what ultimately ended up playing out in her sentencing, but court documents reveal allegations of a much darker story that we need to talk about. So Laughlin was a teacher at St. James High School in St. James, Missouri. That's about 75 miles southwest of St. Louis. And this is when the illicit exchanges began in September of 2023. According to a probable cause statement from the Marys County Sheriff's Office, a teacher identified as Laughlin started communicating with a student over Snapchat, a connection that, in the student's words, progressed fast. Now, the student told investigators that after initial contact, the relationship quickly turned inappropriate. He said he and Laughlin even kissed inside a classroom at school. Now, here's what the student told police according to the probable cause statement from the investigating officer. The officer met with the student on October 20th, 2023, just one day after allegations of Laughlin's inappropriate behavior came to the attention of the sheriff's office. And during that interview, the student described how the relationship began and how quickly it escalated. The officer...
Man, I just be wondering how the husband feel.
How old is this kid?
I don't know, but she's a special ed teacher.
What the
And
hell?
that
I wonder how her husband feel too. Like you have a woman that's preying on kids. Like she's attracted to kids. I feel like that's lightweight worse than the men attracted to these, teenagers and stuff. It's both bad, but like you wouldn't expect a woman to think like I don't know. I guess everybody's crazy people. And
there's a lot of women that do it.
That's crazy though.
Wrote, during the interview, the student did disclose to me Laughlin had reached out to him on Snapchat and things progressed fast. The student stated that they even kissed while in the classroom of the school. As detailed further in the statement, Laughlin reportedly expressed a desire to have sex with the student and invited him to her home when her husband was away. The officer wrote, the student informed me that during his conversations with Laughlin, she stated she wanted to have sexual intercourse with him, going as far as to invite the student to her house on October 14th, 2023, because her husband was not home. Now, investigators noted that the student also claimed Laughlin requested sexually explicit photos from him, and he complied. Now, fair warning here, this is quite graphic. So the officer noted in the report, the student stated Laughlin asked him for photos of his genitals, and he did send 2 photographs to her via Snapchat after he got out of the shower. This was done on 2 separate occasions. The student stated Laughlin did acknowledge receipt of the child's sexual assault material photographs. By the way, talking about the law, there is a reason that more over one out in Pennsylvania after being started a claim. Told police that Laughlin urged him to hide the evidence.
Oh, did they divorce?
How long she been teaching?
She's 27, so probably 5 years. I usually get out of college when you're like 22.
Statement from police reads, the student informed me that Laughlin did tell him to delete the videos and photographs from his phone because people at school were talking about them being in contact on Snapchat. He also claimed that Laughlin was aware of the legal risks involved. The officer writes, the student did tell me that one of the conversations Laughlin and he had was Laughlin telling him she could get jail time for doing what she was doing. Now, unfortunately for Laughlin, the student didn't delete all the images. And I'm going to explain what happened next. But first, I want to bring on a special guest to help break all of this down. Somebody who's very familiar with these kinds of cases, helps to catch child predators. Genesee County Sheriff Chris Swanson. Chris, thank you so much for coming back here on Sidebar. I mean, you have seen a lot in your very long time of service. What was your reaction when you heard that a teacher admitted to sending explicit material to a minor and still avoided prison time?
That is crazy.
That part is unusual. But the teacher, student, predator, prey behavior, we see that, and we've talked about it on the show, Jesse. But the 5-year probation, this is why plea deals have so many different layers.
Yeah, and I'll get into what she was charged with. It just seems to me there's obviously always an incentive to make sure not to go to trial, right? You don't want to go through the time and expense of a trial. You don't want to have to put the alleged victim on the stand. I get it. But at the same point, what is this saying? What is the message of 5 years probation considering what she was ultimately facing? That's the challenge. And I want to talk about it a little bit later when we get into the charges. But from an investigative...
What was the point of even arresting her then?
Would a man get 5 years probation?
Okay, so are they leaving out a lot, or are they not making her register as a sex offender, or what? What's going on?
Hopefully she got to register.
Right.
Because if not, then they just gave her a slap on the wrist. I don't even know what they arrested her and booked her and charged her for.
What's crazy though is it's probably because she a woman. If it was a man, they probably would be a lot more harder on them. but she's a woman, and she's going to tea parties and all these damn pictures, you know, like you're a pedophile. It doesn't matter how much you put makeup on that.
But see, that goes back to, and I had keep bringing up that nasty man Diddy. He was involved with adults. I don't care,
Right.
trafficking, prostitution, or whatever.
Yeah,
Adults. Then you got a woman that is a predator preying on kids, and on top of that, a disabled kid.
Then at the
Got
school she
nothing.
teaching that, like,
Yeah,
Got nothing.
on the school grounds.
Got nothing.
that's sad.
Probation.
And then
Probation.
both to take him to the house, the house with her husband.
I hope he left, because Lord Jesus, that will make me sick. Even as a woman, like if I know my partner is attracted to kids, that's just a whole nother like turn off. Like, what the hell? Divorce, irreconcilable differences, and I want everything. I'll tell you, I want everything.
Crazy. 5 years probation.
Nothing.
Standpoint.
And they're
One
gonna
of the
say a
most
sweetheart
challenging
deal. Yep.
aspects when you deal with
Sweetheart
cases
deal.
involving educators and students, especially with social media apps like Snapchat involved.
So that whole relationship, the teacher student, is very complicated because there's so many times where those teachers are with those students alone. These many times happen over months and even sometimes years. And then you have somebody that uses social media, whether it's Snapchat, Instagram, or TikTok, or other, sources. Many times in our investigations, we'll take them offline and go onto a chat app, and there's thousands of those. So as an investigative part, we may only uncover one piece of evidence, but there could have been so many other conversations and other videos and photographs that are shared on chat apps that we don't have, that have either been deleted. And again, in law enforcement, not everybody has those same forensic download tools that big agencies have. So it's important that wherever you're doing these investigations, that you tap into the phone. That is the most critical piece of evidence in any of these investigations.
Aside from the videos and the material that might be saved on an actual digital device, retrieving records, maybe things that were deleted, especially if you're talking about Snapchat, is it tough to retrieve those records from a law enforcement perspective?
It's not for the tools that we have, but for those that don't have those tools, that's where the obstacle comes in. But, forensic downloads of phones, this right here, this is the new creepy white van that we've talked about from the 60s, 70s, and 80s. Your phone, even if these files are deleted, they are built into that phone. The other challenge is some of these apps that we have to go get search warrants for, they're not always user-friendly. They don't want to work with law enforcement as much as others do. And so when you send a search warrant,
then why do they exist?
They shouldn't allow them to exist. They create them for these reasons. Why do you need a app that's messages is going to delete in 30 seconds after you read it? Like, that's just asking people to download and prey on people and do stuff they should not be doing. And then my thing is, if the police subpoena you, I don't care what the app is, you should be able to provide that information. Period. People can really get away with a lot of crimes, like not just these type, but like homicides and things like that. You can get away with a lot of that because y'all allowing people to communicate on apps that don't want to cooperate with the police if something happens.
Yep.
They ain't got these apps over there in China. If China don't have it, we don't need it. That's all I got to say. As far as these apps and websites and stuff, they're just polluting these kids' minds, and it's just too much. They can hide from their parents. Like, why should kids be hiding text messages or their their browser history from parents? They only know about these apps amongst them because we don't know about them. They talk about them at school. Add this, your mama won't know. No, that's why I only want a chance. It's dangerous.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And you're asking for records, there's a lot of hoops that you have to go through. In the end, it's still a court order, but you're talking about an agency in a state that's trying to deal with an app that is out of state. But the bottom line is still all of that data that's on the phone, whether it's a file created, a file edited, a file deleted, that's on the phone. And that's where this evidence in this case was retrieved: deleted files and deleted text messages.
And then I don't understand, like, even as a a commenter or a broadcaster, a reporter, are y'all glamorizing her? Because I don't see any mugshot pictures.
Right.
Mm.
These are
But
all
I just
friendly
pulled
pictures.
something up on her. It says a married special education teacher from Missouri has admitted to sending nude images to a 16-year-old student, but avoided jail after more severe charges, including statutory rape, sex trafficking of a child, were dropped.
How are they dropped? On what grounds?
She probably took a plea deal. If she pled guilty to whatever, they would probably drop some charges. So that's what they did.
See, this is a problem with the justice system. Like,
Right.
if you're gonna
Yep,
make one judgment, it has to be for all. You can't
Right.
just pick
exactly.
and choose. Like,
All right. She looks nice, or she looks like a good citizen, so we're
oh,
going to give
okay,
her
I
a
And then
can't
break.
it
fuck
either
with the
goes
special ed kid. Let me fuck with the
Right.
regular student now.
And then it
That's
goes
crazy.
to people having money with attorneys too. It shouldn't be like that either. It should be all across the board, whether you got money or not.
And then
Right.
and then
It is a crime.
and then I'm gonna just sue based off the heading. Oh, you took advantage of my child who is disabled in some
Right.
capacity, and yet you convinced him to send pictures of himself, kiss him, potentially have sex with him, all because of what? You got a whole husband at home.
Right.
Go stand on the corner. Go get an OnlyFans or something.
My
And see,
thing
and
is
it
that
goes
she
back
knew
to
the
the
consequences too. Like, I can get in trouble.
Yeah. Yeah, she
You
knew and
know
she
what
still
you're
got a
doing.
slap on the wrist. What?
Right.
but that goes to, like you said, these are the justice system, the prosecutor's office and the DA.
Yeah, that's
Working
exactly
out
what
these
it is.
plea deals just to win a darn case, because it said she pled guilty to endangering the welfare of a child,
And
creating substantial risk, first degree, first offense, no sexual conduct, last Thursday.
that's not even what she did.
Oh, look,
Y'all
look.
Exactly.
started her with something, and that is not what
Wait,
she
wait, 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 wait,
would
wait,
have
wait, wait,
happened.
wait, 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 wait. So she doesn't have to register?
It didn't say anything about registering, but listen to the other charges.
Endangerment of a child. I don't think
It
that's
says
a SEX
no.
offense.
Nope. Last year, prosecutors charged her with felony counts of possession of child pornography, tamper or attempt to tamper with a victim in a felony prosecution, statutory rape, second degree sexual exploitation of a minor, tampering with physical evidence in a felony prosecution, furnishing pornographic materials to a minor, and sexual trafficking of a child under 18 years of age. So they dropped all of them and charged her with the one.
That's crazy.
Who she know?
She knows
Money
somebody.
and attorney.
She
Oh,
Money
knows
and an
hey,
somebody.
attorney.
look. Make
She
sure y'all
can be
like,
connected
comment,
to.
share, and subscribe. Y'all let us know about the disgusting teacher who took advantage of her student and got a slap on the wrist. Was it fair? Was it just? Um, or was it complete bullshit? Y'all let us know in the comments. And if you agree with the verdict, you probably gonna get blocked. Because kids are most important in this world. We gotta take care of.
Yeah, yeah.
I guarantee
But
y'all, if the mama would have went to the school and beat her ass, she would have got more time than the teacher did. That's the
Yeah,
justice system. Oh, you hit her? That's assault.
yeah.
That's a felony. We're gonna put that on you. You can't ever come back to the school, but she can come teach next year if she wants
And look, that's
to.
why you have that's why you have families leaping over the things in the courtroom trying to snatch